Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about sketches and drawings that I have done in the past. These were from 2015, 2016 when I was back at university, and these weren't work related. These were just for fun when I had spare time in the library. Here we have a woman I had seen in a fashion magazine, just a random model, and I loved her hair. I loved the way it was braided. I loved the fact that she kind of looked a bit tired and overworked. She just seemed in that moment very, very true, authentic, and very beautiful. So I just wanted to draw her. Here we have a drawing of a princess and a prince and a castle, and then other little things hidden in there. This was inspired by a fairy tale I had read in the library. I cannot remember which one it was, but I was very inspired in the moment and I decided to give a quick sketch about that story. Here we have a collection of eyes. I am a huge fan of drawing eyes just in general. If you have seen my work before, there are a lot of eyes in my detailed drawings. These were done when I was traveling in a bus or in a train or a car, so you can maybe notice how the pen kind of scribbles away with the movement of my traveling. And yeah, just eyes in general, I find very inspiring. You know, everyone has different kinds of eyes, shapes and colors, different patterns. Here is a portrait of the singer Stromae, and he's a French singer. There again, just in the moment, I was listening to his music and I wanted to draw him. So here we have a collection I did of fantasy animals and a frog. So a phoenix, a unicorn, and a frog. So these were done for friends of mine in a tattoo style. Very detailed, a lot of different patterns to make my animals different and unique in their own way. These were all done, most of my drawings are done with a Pilot G2 pen, which are great pens especially to draw details. They don't splatter ink everywhere, they're very smooth, very comfortable to draw with, and even to write with. I would definitely recommend using those if you want to make some nice detailed drawings, or even just writing in a journal or anything. They're very comfortable to write with. Also, you may have noticed that I don't really use any sketchbooks here. These are just, as I said before, you know, in the moment when I'm inspired, and I just take a piece of paper and I start drawing. And I don't necessarily have my sketchbook with me everywhere I go. Here is a dragon I had done for a friend of mine. Next we have a scorpion. So this was done for a friend of mine. It was for a tattoo, and she's a Scorpio, so she had asked me to do this one. This is actually a photocopy. The real one has color. This is just a simple design portrait of a person I had done. She was actually based on a movie I had seen, a fantasy movie. I can't remember what the name was, but same thing. In the moment I was inspired and decided to draw her in my own way. Here we have just tons and tons of random doodles. This was done in the library, and I needed to just sketch kind of my feelings out, but just also have fun. I just needed to get some thoughts out of my mind and scribble away, so that's what I did. Had a lot of fun actually doing this one. I also integrate a few ideas I have in the moment and then reuse those ideas for later on, whether it's an object or a simple word or sentence. Sometimes I hide those in my drawings for later on. This was done for a band that I'm a big fan of, Gorgeous War. They are a band from the States, and they had asked their fans to draw the lyrics from one of their songs onto a piece of artwork basically. So that's what I had done with one of my pieces. So originally you just had this woman with tons of patterns around her, and I just added the lyrics of one of their songs and sent it to them, and they really liked it. So that was a lot of fun to do. Here we have a pair of eyes with tears that are just running down the page. These were done with inks. I was actually testing out some inks that I had bought that day to see how they were working. And yeah, I just really enjoyed doing those. I also used glitter pens for giving a bit of reflection and light in the eyes. Here is a drawing of Jeff Buckley. So I am a huge fan of Jeff Buckley. I listen to his music all the time. And back in 2015, that's when I started to really listen to his music, and I found a picture of him online, and I was just very inspired in the moment, especially from his song Hallelujah, and I decided to sketch him. So this again was done with a Pilot G2 pen, and I had done several photocopies afterwards to see the different looks it could give depending on the paper it was on. So the middle one here was picture paper, so it was shiny paper, which I really liked. I liked the reflection it gave and the strong contrast. Here's a drawing of a friend of mine who's very good at modeling, and I decided to draw him, and to give a different look to him I decided to use blue. So he kind of has a avatar look to him, but that's okay. That was the whole point. I wanted to change a bit of portrait, use different shades of color, and it was done with colored pencils. Here we have just a simple blue ink pen drawing. This was, again, very random. I had seen on Pinterest a model with blue hair, and in the moment I decided to draw her because I really liked the look she was giving. Here we have a drawing of, this was actually inspired by Native American culture and how I just love that culture in general. I think it's beautiful. And so you can see an Indian on the top right, a wolf howling on the bottom, a wild horse, stallion, an eagle, the moon, just basically the idea of freedom. It was done with a blue Bic pen, which over time is not a great idea because it fades away pretty quickly on the paper. So that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video and you want to see more, you can subscribe to my channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!